FBI arrested a Wisconsin judge for helping a man avoid immigration authorities. Here's what happened. Hannah Dugan, a Milwaukee County Circuit judge, was arrested by the FBI on April 25th on charges of obstructing immigration agents and concealing an individual to prevent his discovery and arrest after she allegedly helped an undocumented immigrant evade authorities. Dugan is accused of escorting the man and his lawyer out of her courtroom through the jury door after learning that immigration authorities were seeking his arrest, according to the AP. The man was arrested outside the courthouse following Dugan's attempt to help him escape and was taken into custody following a short foot pursuit. Dugan appeared briefly in federal court after her arrest on Friday, where her lawyer stated that Judge Dugan wholeheartedly regrets and protests her arrest. It was not made in the interest of public safety. According to court documents, Dugan was alerted that ICE agents were present in the courthouse by her clerk, who had been informed by an attorney that authorities were waiting in the hallway. The FBI affidavit for Dugan's arrest describes the judge as visibly angry about the presence of immigration agents and that she pronounced the situation as absurd before leaving the bench and retreating to her chambers. The affidavit also states that Dugan engaged in a back and forth with agents regarding a warrant for the man's arrest before demanding that they speak with the chief judge and led them away from the courtroom. According to the affidavit, Dugan then ushered the man and his lawyer through the jury door, an action that is described as unusual because only deputies, juries, court staff, and in-custody defendants being escorted by deputies used the back jury door. The man was in court for a hearing for 3 counts of misdemeanor domestic battery. According to police records, the man was confronted by a roommate for loud music on March 12th, then allegedly fought with him in the kitchen and struck a woman who tried to break them up. Regarding Dugan's arrest, Attorney General Pam Bondi said in a video posted on social media,
"The law is very simple. It doesn't matter what line of work you're in. If you break the law, we will follow the facts and we will prosecute you."
Now arresting judges, because the FBI just arrested a Wisconsin judge for allegedly obstructing the arrest of an undocumented person in her courthouse by allegedly telling them where the exit door was. A move that many have described as authoritarian by Trump and a clear attempt to intimidate the courts into complying with his illegal actions. And this is you, the Attorney General, saying to judges on Fox today, "We will come after you and we will prosecute you. We will find you." Right? And this is you have experts saying that Trump's still violating court orders from the Supreme Court and continues to violate people's constitutional rights. And then actually, on top of this, we have the news that the DOJ has authorized law enforcement to go into people's homes without a search warrant if they suspect that they're an alien enemy. Though this is you have experts saying there's no Alien Enemies Act exemption to the 4th Amendment and saying this is a clear-cut violation of our rights. Right? And this also comes as reportedly Trump wants to use the Alien Enemies Act to send Americans to El Salvador. Additionally, the DOJ has rescinded a policy that blocked prosecutors from seizing reporters' records in criminal investigations, forcing reporters to disclose who their sources are, which appears to be a flagrant violation of the First Amendment and freedom of the press. With now more and more people saying that Americans are under attack, that this is a concentrated effort to consolidate power and instill a dictator who seeks to undermine your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Right? And while it appears that the courts are doing their job defending the system, they're also toothless without support from Congress. Right? And this is the founders wrote extensively to future Americans on what to do if we ever find ourselves in the jaws of tyranny like they once did. And actually, funny enough, it's the 250th anniversary of their revolution. But hey, for now,
look at this here. This is the mugshot of a judge who was arrested for interfering with the arrest of an illegal alien. A criminal. Illegal alien. I wonder how many times her bias made her favor certain people and make unfair rulings, unfair judgments. Activism doesn't belong in our court.
Uh-oh. Judge Hannah Dugan and her husband is going down of harboring a illegal alien. I'm just saying. Welcome everybody, this is Dice Game G coming back here on the Vicious News. We are VishusTv. Remember I said, Trump, you gotta start taking these judges down. Uh-oh. Is he start taking these judges down? I mean, this is probably like the 3rd or the 4th judges he done took down so far. FBI done raided. And they took her out on handcuffs. Look at that face. Oh, look at that face. Oh, that looks so pitiful. I'm just saying, you know, we had one clip, one guy once said Trump, you know, he deranged. He's deranged for making these arrests, but I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Trump knew what he had to do, and he knew who he had to start bringing down because these judges you know, they were just really out of control. I'm just saying, you know, they've been harvesting these illegal aliens and, you know, giving them weapons and all this shit, you know, and I'm just saying, you know, these judges right there, it showed the whole American people where our justice system at, you know, and what they trying to do. I told you, this was all about New World Order. Now look at this. Now all this corruption coming out. I'm just saying, just look at it. It's all coming out. The whole system is crashing. And we told you this. This was coming. And now, and that should spark fear in the rest of these judges out here that's been doing some crooked stuff. You know what I mean? You got other judges, even, Judge Janine was out there. She was telling some kind of, trying to say that, these judges are crooked. I'm just saying. And now we seeing the fall of America, and we seeing all these, these criminals that, been working with Satan, working with the New World Order cabal. They getting shut. The Democrats, I know, Democrats is losing their crap right now. And we told you this was gonna go down, and we seeing it broad daylight, live. It just don't get no more better than this. And like I said, we're gonna keep seeing more arrests coming. Trump just said that, Trump, more arrests is imminent right now. And I wonder what's on the next agenda. Like I said, we got a new week coming up. And I'm telling you, we're going to be calling it out here on the Vicious News. And, catch us on, Rumble. Rumble, we're going to be putting more information out. Please, subscribe here on YouTube. So we can start, live streaming. Because we need 50. We need 50 subscribers. And please, if you new, come across here, you ain't hit that subscribe button, please subscribe so we can go and bring y'all the latest stuff in live real time. Like I said, me and Dickie, we light the scene up, and we gonna keep covering these judges being arrested, and I told you that's what Trump had to do if he was gonna really put the nail in the coffin, and that, like I said, this is the nail right here, because and especially if these officials, they feel they untouchable and they can do whatever they want to. But they don't realize that, we all got constitutional rights, in this country, And this the same stuff they wrote out for the people, So now they change it where they go. And I'm saying, how long these people been doing this? We can say at least 40 years. All my life, we've been seeing corruption at the top, and this probably ain't be the last time, but we start seeing, most of these people start going down. Trump, you gotta arrest these folks. We've been saying it. Trump, bring this out in the open. You got everything on these people's heads. You got all the intel you need to bring down the Clintons. You got all the info to bring Barack Obama and expose him, being in this country illegally. Running the country illegally. I'm just saying, all this stuff is coming out, and like I said, I'm just happy. And please share this. It's some more judges. It's getting arrested. That's what we need. Just to put the damage in this New World Order crap, and we seeing it in live time. We told you, y'all was gonna see it. So y'all keep up with us. Especially hit us up on Telegram. All the links are gonna be in the description. So there's no need for you to not know where to follow us at. We at BitChute too. If you don't know anything about BitChute, that link is gonna be in the description. We mainly on Rumble and the local channel. Make sure y'all hit all them like buttons for real. So bring more people in here. I love y'all, and I'm out.